Alright, so here's an overview of how I made the suit. At first, I made a big old drawing of the suit. I needed to lay out exactly how it was going to be made. Then I wrote up the process and what order I was going to be doing it in. I had to figure out how I was going to do the back logo. That was especially hard. After that, I made a shopping list. As you can see, I didn't need everything that was on the list, but I ended up using basically everything along here, and then some other stuff along there. And as I was making it, I was coming to different conclusions. I decided not to paint the entire blue of the suit a checkered pattern. I figured it would be a better idea to cut a hole here, about smaller than the outside of this, but I ended up doing this size. I was going to do it the measurement of that, so that way the material would stretch on its own. But it got stretched out regardless. Probably, like I said before, should have just glued it on directly. Thought about painting some red dots on the suit, decided not to as well. And then I created some template shapes to put inside of the suit, so that way when I was painting it, it would keep its form while painting and stay straight. Could probably just put some boards in there or whatever. I used foam mats, cut them the size. I'd suggest starting off with if you're going to do it the way I did it, I'd suggest starting off painting the gloves and the mask, then doing the base suit, and then painting and attaching the red portion onto the chest, and doing the back last. As for the process, had to get that on there. Once that was nicely glued on, reinforced it with some red stitching, and painted on all the lines and painted along all the holes. As you can see, the edging of all the holes has some paint on them. And then had to paint the back logo. That took some time. Definitely took some time. And back logo took definitely a lot of dry, at least 4 days. After that, gotta paint the front logo. Did that in more or less a single layer, but then added some little touch-ups with the second layer. Oh, and painted the webs as well. After that, painted on the touch-up lines, such as these. Any additional lines that needed to be done, like the inseam. Ended up messing up earlier while in making the suit, if I can just find it. Had to fix that. This goes to show you don't rush perfection. After all that part was done, let it dry for a bit, gave it a good wash, let it dry again, and then got the last pieces, which were the shoes and the web shooters. I ended up losing one of the web shooters, the other one's still fine. And the shoes are definitely pricey now, so might want to get some knockoffs or make your own or something like that. And yeah, that's the whole process of the suit. Probably gonna have some more suits being painted in the future. I'm working on the classic suit right now by Steve Ditko and Stan Lee, and see how that comes out. And that's the video. Cheers.